folks, welcome to the WOA FM99 Get to Know Your Artist, episode 3 of season 29. So, Get to Know Your Artist, let me explain to you what this is. This is sort of a pre-WOA FM99 radio show episode, okay? So this is where we introduce to you all the artists that we're going to be featuring on Sunday's WOA FM99 Radio Show and Podcast. Now, Sundays, the radio show releases at 8 PM PST. The podcast sometimes goes out maybe an hour or so later, sometime right at 8 p.m. PST, okay? So don't worry, it is there. It will be there. So please subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts, okay? Subscribe to Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, wherever you listen to your podcasts. But I would strongly suggest you do subscribe to the YouTube channel you're watching this show on, which is youtube.com/Oliver Sean. And click the subscribe button and the like on this video, but also click the notification bell, because before the radio show goes live on other sites like Spotify and Podbean and all that, it will go live first on my channel, which is youtube.com/Oliver Sean. So you will get first access if you're part of, or if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, okay? And also, the Get to Know Your Artist episode, this video show that we do, is only on the YouTube channel. So do subscribe. You never know when you're going to be featured. If you're an artist, you never know when you're going to be featured again on the show. And if you're an independent art music fan, which is what our main fan base is, this is the best place to get to know the acts and see their photos up there behind me. It comes up, I don't know where I'm pointing, but the photo or the video of the artist will be there. So it's a great way to learn more about the acts and things like that. And like a personal way for me to introduce these artists that you can then sort of get to know before you listen to the show. Sometimes these artists send in radio plugs. Sometimes I call them live on the show and we have chats and talks and stuff like that. So, and of course, sometimes we do, most of the times, we have an In Conversation episode where I bring in either an artist or we bring in an industry professional, music business industry professional, or music professionals in terms of producers or musicians or whatever, part of the Grammys, winners and things like that, nominees, part of my group, my friends, personal friends who have been nominated, say, for MTV EMAs with me and things like that. So I bring them in and we talk about the music business and things like that. And even those shows are now going to be on this channel. Okay, so there will be an In Conversation show that we'll also release on Sundays when we have In Conversation episodes where we just put the interview out separately, just like this show. So today we've got a fantastic bunch of acts that are selected as the certified indie songs. When I say indie, I mean independent. Okay, the certified indie songs of the week for this Sunday, for the entire week. These are our certified independent songs. It's chosen by a group of music industry professionals within WOA, outside WOA, and me and my production team. Either Grammy mentors, Grammy winning or nominated acts, MTV EMA nominated acts, multiple Billboard charting artists, and producers who are part of the group that selects the artists that are going to be certified independent songs of the week as per the WOA Entertainment Group. Right, so today we've got around 4 or 5 WOA roster artists that I'm going to play again on the show, or rather some of them are exclusive first premiere, some of them I'm repeating because of certain reasons, and I'll tell you what they are. So I'm not going to give you a list of songs as per what they will be on the show on Sunday, okay? I'm just going to read out the artists as per what I'm thinking of or who I've written down about. I want to talk about Mak Daddy Revue, one of my favorite bands from the WOA artist roster. Now, Mak Daddy Revue was on tour with us in the UK. Mak Daddy's from Kentucky. So they traveled to the WOA Summer Tour in the UK. We have the WOA Summer Tour, we have the WOA International Music Festival in India as well. And in 2025-26, we're going to have the WOA Music Festival, or the Music International Festival in Portugal, in the south of Portugal. So great stuff happening. Join the WOA team and you just might be on tour with some amazing acts, okay? So Mak Daddy Revue, very successful in England after the tour. But this is their new single I'm going to be playing today, exclusive on WOA FM99. That's another reason to subscribe and be part of the WOA team, or the WOA FM99 show and this show, because you get to listen to new music here first before it goes anywhere else, okay? And I'm very proud of that. So Mak Daddy Revue's Out the Groove. That's the name of the song. And the way I sort of describe their music now is blues rock straight out of Kentucky. Okay, it's like Jack Daniels. It's really cool stuff. I love their music, and this is a fantastic song. By the way, Asa, who's the guitar player from Mak Daddy Revue, has sent you a radio plug that I'll be playing on the show, so stick around for that for Sunday. Okay. By the way, Mak Daddy Revue is also going to be part of our Breakthrough Artists Part 2. Okay, this is basically a flagship album from WOA, from the WOA Entertainment Group. It's called the Independent Number Ones Breakthrough Artists. This particular one is called 2, because it's the second version, second edition, I should say. And Mak Daddy Revue are going to be part of that. Now, this is our flagship album, which means it's the cream of the crop, right? So we have 3 major albums that we release every year. So in the first quarter is the Goa Chill Out Zone, which consists of very chill out music. When I say chill out music, I do mean easy listening, which encompasses a lot of different genres, right? So it can be easy listening, it can be acoustic, it can be smooth jazz, it can be new age, but anything that works out well when you're chilling out on the beach and you've got this amazing chilled out song playing. So Goa Chill Out Zone, first quarter. Independent Number Ones, the mainstream album that we release, is every second quarter, and in the third and fourth quarter, last quarter, is when we start promoting the Independent Number Ones Christmas Special, which is all our Christmas music. Now, we do not select the artists from the Christmas album for our Breakthrough Artist album, obviously, but the cream of the crop is what I talk about for the Breakthrough Artist album, which is released once every 2 or 3 years. That's how long it takes us to get another Breakthrough Artist album. Then we've got Jerard Rice, my favorite act from the WOA roster. He was also on the WOA Summer Tour. Now, Jerard Rice has released a brand new single called Starving. It's not out yet, okay? But you did hear it on last week or the week before's episode on WOAFM99, because we have exclusive sort of permission to play it. And I'm playing it again today because it has been selected now for the Independent Number Ones Volume 15, which releases second quarter, which is, I think, May or June of 2025. And that album is sort of we select some of the best acts from the WA roster, obviously, but also from the WOAFM99 show, where we select new artists and things like that. So Jerard has made it onto that album again with this single, Starving. Obviously, the song you'll hear on the Independent Number Ones will be very sort of remastered and maybe a different version, because this is releasing in February, like end of Jan. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy Starving. We've also got Gary MacPherson, who's also from the WOA roster, with his song Too Far Away. Now, I did play Too Far Away, I think, on the premiere of season 29. It's a new single by Gary MacPherson, and the reason I'm playing it again is because this song has been selected for the Goa Chill Out Zone Volume 14, which releases in a few weeks, actually, by end of February, I think, because it's the first quarter release from WOA. So the reason I'm also doing this is so that you get an idea of what to expect with the Goa Chill Out Zone. When I say chilled out music, stuff like Gary MacPherson. We've got such a wide range of lovely music on the Chill Out Zone album, and because that album, it's got a niche market, but a massive niche market, which is the beaches and the resorts and the venues across major beach and holiday destinations. Thailand, Goa, the Algarve in Portugal. The UK may not be a beach destination, but sort of in Brighton and things like that, including holiday resorts and destinations in Cancun. So artists love to be on this album because it does open up a massive market for them. So Gary MacPherson, Too Far Away, coming up. I'm also going to be playing Melanie Georgiou, who's currently partying in Thailand. Is a friend of mine. She's a part of the WA roster, and WOA International is releasing her new single called Feel, which comes out end of this month, actually. And we're going to play Feel exclusively for you guys. I did play it, I think, on the premiere, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm playing it again because this song is going to be part of the WOA's release sort of schedule for January, and we're pushing it as much as we can. I hope you enjoy it. If you go online, actually, and check out Melanie Georgiou or the WOA pages, social media pages, you'll see a lot of reels with this song backing it, so it's pretty cool. It's a very dancey song. I quite like it. It's very dancey. It just shows you the eclectic mix of music the WOA Entertainment Group supports, and I'm very proud of the artists that we support. And each one of these acts have made it onto massive charts. For example, Mak Daddy Revue and Jerard Rice made it onto the Billboard Blues album charts just recently, and some of the other acts that we support hit top 5 on the Billboard dance charts with Dua Lipa and Ariana Grande, and then we had artists hitting the rock charts with AC/DC and Imagine Dragons, for example. And these are WOA independent artists, who are not signed to any majors. They own their music, they do everything, and we support their music, and they're hitting massive charts, and they're changing the face of independent music, and I'm extremely proud, as you can tell. So these are the guys from WOA that we're going to be playing today. And now I'm going to introduce to you some of the new artists that we are sort of introducing on season 29. I've got Rocky Michaels, a really cool act that I discovered recently. And this music is very sort of acoustic Americana country chill out song that I really like, that my kind of stuff. It would work very well in the Goa Chill Out Zone, for example. 14 years of Goa Chill Out Zone, by the way, this year, and 15 years for the independent #1. So we're doing something right there, hitting #1 on the Amazon bestsellers, #1 on the iTunes charts across multiple countries, and getting into the Grammy nomination ballots as well. So congrats to all the artists who've made it already. But anyway, so Rocky Michaels, Best Part of Living. That's the name of the song. I will be talking more about these songs and these artists on the Sunday show, so be sure to tune in, okay? So Rocky Michaels, Best Part of Living. Then we've got an artist called Sami Llmola. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the last name correctly. It's Llmola, so Llmola, I think. Sami Llmola. And the song is called Gold. And how I would define this song is electro pop, but it's got a retro feel, and it's very sort of I think it's easy for non-electronic music fans to like it, if that makes sense. Okay, so electronic music has a very dedicated sort of fan base, right? So I work with a lot of DJs and stuff like that, and they've got this whole culture going. Within the dance music, there are 100 other genres that I have no clue how to identify, okay? But stuff like this, I understand, because it's just electro pop, it's like pop, but it's got electronic stuff on it. It's a bit retro as well. It's got a bit of Pet Shop Boys in there and whatever, so I think it's got a general appeal. That's what I'm trying to say. So Sami Llmola, let me know what you think. Of course, on Sunday when we play it. I'm just giving you a lowdown on what's coming up. Then we've got an artist called Fayd, Fayd. Fayd, is that how you pronounce it? Fayd. The song is called Dream Girl. Now, very interesting story on this song. So when this song started, it starts with this amazing guitar lick. And I'm like, whoa, I like this guitar player. This is freaking great. And within less than a few seconds, or less than a minute, it's a proper rap song, okay? Hardcore rap. But the entire rap song has this amazing guitar stuff going on all throughout, which I just loved. It's just absolutely fantastic. And I said, you know what? Kudos to this guy. I mean, he's keeping guitar alive in modern music, which is sort of dying out if you think about it, Guitars has become very sort of niche now, like in blues or rock or hard rock. But in modern pop, you hardly hear guitars being added in, live guitars, for example. But Fayd is keeping it alive. So great stuff, mate. Dream Girl, that's the name of the song. Coming up Sunday night. Be sure to tune in. You're going to love the music that we've chosen for you. Then we've got an artist called K3 Addies. I really can't pronounce some of the names, okay? It's K3 ADDYS, okay? Like daddies. So K3 Addies. That's how she writes the name. It's a female singer. The song is called When I Was Down. She's got a beautiful video for this. Now, this does remind me a lot of Alicia Keys, Beyonce, hardcore stuff like that. But at the same time, it doesn't have a manufactured sound, which is wonderful. So it's got this really cool sound, like modern top 40 sound. But at the same time, it's not very manufactured or whatever. It doesn't have a formula, is what I'm trying to say. It's in your face, and she's really getting in your face kind of thing. That's the only way I can actually explain the song. So you've got to tune in on Sunday to find out what I'm talking about. So after K3 Addies, When I Was Down, that's the name of the song. We've got an artist called John Black Wolf. Cool name, isn't it? John Black Wolf. And the song is called The Bandits. Now, the reason this song, I just had to play it today. I mean, I just loved the song because it reminded me so much of one of my favorite TV shows back in the day called True Blood. Okay, so there was this True Blood was a vampire TV series. If you haven't watched it, try and watch it if you can get it, download it or something. So the title track was this beautiful blues. I can't remember the name. It was this beautiful swamp blues, Louisiana blues sound to it. And this has got that sort of style. It's not the same thing, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's not a copy or anything like that. But it's got that feel. It even sort of reminded me of the title track, or not the title track, but one of the main songs from Sons of Anarchy. You know, so it's got that really hardcore American sound, which is blues, sort of Americana blues, hardcore. You know, it's got that sound, and I really like it. So John Black Wolf, The Bandits. Next artist actually is Etats the Arms. Etats the Arms. Now, I can't speak French, and I studied French, to be fair. I studied French for 5 years, but the person who taught me in the university was not a French speaker. So I know the grammar, I know how to write it, but I can't pronounce it to save my life, okay? So Etats, Etats the Arms. That's how you pronounce. That's how you write the name. I will be putting this on the show notes so you can check it out. The name of the song is The Man Inside, and I will definitely put links to this artist so that you can find out and get to know how you pronounce it. And please put it in the comments and say how I should pronounce the name. Etats de Armas. That's how I'm saying it. I'm saying it more like Portuguese, but whatever. This is very power pop rock, that kind of feel. Girl power, you know, that kind of stuff. It's got great vocals. It's got a very modern, almost like a modern country feel, but it's not country. So for example, if a country producer took this song, he could easily make it one of the top 40 country songs. Literally. It's got that. At the same time, the producer who's done this is not a country producer, I can tell. Because this could easily be a country song, like a modern country song. But it's kept in the pop rock feel. You know, but such a great arrangement that it could be either genre, which is kind of cool. So you'll understand what I mean. Once again, I apologize for not being able to pronounce the name of this band properly. Etats the Armas. The Man Inside. Very cool song, by the way. Then we have another artist called Selenherz. 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 And the name of the song is The Coat. The start of this song sort of drew me in because I thought it was like a John Mayer sound. You know, it literally, because one of my favorite John Mayer albums is Heartbreak Warfare. It's one of my favorite sort of songs and albums that he's written. It's not a very famous album, by the way, but I like that kind of stuff he does. And this song started like that, but very soon, immediately almost actually, it turned out to be a very smooth jazz pop feel with the Latin sort of jazz guitar on it and stuff. A very chilled out song. Just took me to the islands, you know, but at the same time, it's not an island song, don't get me wrong. It's a very smooth jazz, very European sound to it. Let me know what you think. I love this kind of music. I mean, this is what I envision for the Goa Chill Out Zone and things like that. So, Selenherz, I think they're German, if I'm not mistaken. The Coat. Then we've got an artist called Jake Gray, I'm a Mess. And that's the name of the song, I'm a Mess. And this is proper pub rock, okay? Like, when you go to a pub, you want a band to play rock and roll, blues, you know, that kind of stuff. And this is that song. This is that artist, okay? At least this song of this artist. It totally gets you in that drinking mood and get on the floor and start chilling out to the song. I mean, I play this kind of music. When I used to, back in the day when we jam in pubs or things like that, I definitely play this song because it totally gets you into like a rock and roll thing, but at the same time it's more modern blues rock and roll rather than Chuck Berry, you know. But it's got the rock and roll feel to it. I love it. Totally love it. Jake Gray. And then we've got a band called White Magic, and the song's called We Are the Star, We Shine. Now this is obviously a European band, okay? They're not a native English speaking band, I can tell that. It's got a very atmospheric, chill out sort of, but in a way, in a funny sort of way, in a good funny way, it also sort of makes me think that it's a Broadway song, you know? It's very funny. I mean, you wouldn't think like a chill out, atmospheric, very sort of philosophical kind of song. And then you close your eyes and you listen to the song for a bit and you go, hey, I can imagine sitting in Broadway, one of the theaters, and this guy is on stage singing it without a microphone, you know, just atmospherically, you know, just like boom, singing it loud, and it just sounds really cool. And I just thought I had to put it on the show today. I think you guys will like it. Again, great Goa Chill Out Zone sort of music that I kind of do like, would fit in well with those kinds of albums. Well, these are some of the artists that are on the show today. I hope you enjoyed the Certified Independent Songs of the Week for season 29, episode 3, this Sunday. And this was just a lowdown on the artists. And if you notice, we put up some of the photos of some of the artists, not everybody, but especially WOA acts and things like that. Or if it's a brand new single, or if you have exclusive rights to play that song, you maybe get a feature. They get a feature on the show. I'm pointing, I don't know where I'm pointing, but wherever I'm pointing, the photo or a little video clipping of the artist will appear and stuff like that. So anyway, before I go, just a quick reminder to please subscribe and like this video on YouTube. It does help the YouTube algorithm. And also click on the notification bell, because every time we put an episode out of different things that we do, basically, you will get an alert and you can catch it. And we do a lot of premieres, like live premieres, where I'm on the chat, or a lot of artists come on the chat, and you can chat with the artists who are going to be appearing on the show, which is fantastic, you know. So we try to build that up and getting the artists to join the show live, so that when this goes out as a premiere, I'll be online, and I'll have some of the artists online, especially the WOA acts, will join in. And if you're a fan, you can chat with them live, you know, and talk about music and stuff like that, which is really cool. So this Sunday, tune into the WFM99 show, get to know the artists on today's show, and be sure to tune in and subscribe to our podcast, wherever you get your podcast from. WFM99 show, radio show and podcast with Oliver Sean. That's all you got to look for. WOAFM99 show, and you'll find it. And if you're one of my fans, you listen to my music, we go live every Sunday across all social media, okay? So join me for a live stream. I'm going to be attempting to do a few older songs this time, along with some of my music, but I'm going to attempt some older tracks, because we are sort of curating songs that I should add to my Garage Sessions Volume 2 album. And then you guys can choose and tell me which songs you think would be a great fit for the album. And that's what we do. We put that on the album. So it's the fans' choice. And that album hopefully will hit the massive major Billboard or UK Top 100 charts again. Fingers crossed. So this Sunday around 8 p.m. I'll be live across all social media. Join me. And of course, that show will also be on the YouTube channel, which is why I say please subscribe and like our YouTube channel. I think you'll love it. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Oliver Sean signing out.